Hiya and welcome to this little session with me and Miguel. I'm Kush, I'm part of Enactus, I'm the HR lead, and today we're having a conversation with Miguel. So he's part of Enactus too.
Hi guys.
He was part of the marketing department, marketing lead for project Envirogreen, and we're here to talk to him about his journey in Enactus, before Enactus, the impact that it's had, and these are the things that can happen when you get involved and you really get on board with something that you like. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So we'll start with your journey, maybe just who you are, what you study, and how did you come to DMU, because you were from Colombia, and what you were studying in Colombia and what you studied here.
Perfect. So yeah, as you said, my name is Miguel. I'm 20 years old. I am from Colombia.
Yeah.
Also, as you said, before coming here, I actually was I just finished school.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So after that, the pandemic, I was originally planning to go to Germany to study my course there. Yeah.
Okay.
But after the pandemic, of course, things closed down and that opportunity didn't take on. So I decided to better work in Colombia, wait until the universities reopened, and I had the opportunity again to actually have that university experience.
Okay.
So currently I'm studying business and management. I'm in first year.
Okay.
Here at DMU.
So what were you going to do in Germany? Was it the same course? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
I was also going to do business.
Yeah.
There I was also going to do business.
Okay, amazing. So what got you into, joining Enactus? How did you hear about Enactus? Why did you, because I remember you wanted to do the marketing lead and then you went into Enviro. So where did that come from? If it's business and management,
Yeah, true.
Where's the origin?
That's a very interesting question, because actually the why I chose business comes from the fact that I didn't know exactly where to direct my life and my career.
Okay.
So I feel like when you study business, it's such a broad
it
theme. You can do anything you want after that, and I wanted that freedom and that possibility of seeing a range of different perspectives, even from finance and accounting to marketing and more the creative and publicity side. So that's why I decided on it, and why I joined Enactus and how I get to know you guys. It was actually one of the fairs. I think the student fairs, for freshers.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
so there I saw you with Charnjit, and I think you also were with Lashika.
Yeah,
right.
Oh my gosh!
So you guys were there, and I don't know, I've always been this type of person who wants to do more, and who wants to get involved in things that are...
You say you're quite curious.
Yes, I would also say I'm quite curious, and I thought, when I saw you guys, I don't know, I got this feeling I need to be there.
Wow.
I need to do something there, because you guys, all of you were doing more than people were expected from you. And more than it was just focusing on your course. No, you were focusing on your career path.
Yeah.
And that was very, very important to me. And I saw Enactus as a pathway to doing that and also having real life work experience.
Oh, wow.
But in a safe environment.
Yes, exactly. Risk-free,
Risk-free,
This is a prime time to explore.
Mm.
So why marketing? Why did you, so we went into business, we've got all these different parts, and I completely understand, it's so big, you don't even know where to start, right? So why marketing? Have you always been creative, or is it the communication or connecting? Where the...
That's such a good question, I think, because in school I was in the UN module for my school, and I was the media lead for the whole entire module, even for other schools too who were coming into our own. So I was always interested in that part, but I don't know if I didn't have the confidence yet to fully go on it. And I think actually doing it as more of an adult. As if you can say, it really assured me that that was what I wanted, and it come to be because within Enactus, I had the opportunity to maybe become the team and the marketing lead. Which at that time was too much workload for me.
It's so big,
but I wanted to be it. I wanted to be in there. But fortunately, I found later on the opportunity to be in Envirogreen, and then be the marketing lead inside Envirogreen, which is a sub-project of Enactus DMU.
Yeah, so kind of like finding what you're passionate about and doing the marketing for that. So that's 2 in 1, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. And also doing like what I wanted to do also was, before getting into many things at once, like see what my like workload was in terms of university, and I think you guys helped me a lot with that.
What do you
because like you helped me in terms of not pressuring me to do anything. Like everyone in Enactus, I feel like it's very understanding of each other's times.
Yeah.
Like they understand, oh, if someone's saying they cannot do it, we should even be thankful that they're being honest.
Yes.
And telling us.
Yeah.
So I really appreciated that. I felt like I was in a community of people, very mature people.
Yeah.
And I like that.
That's amazing. Wow, I didn't see it from that perspective. So like, where have you taken it now? Like, so you've done a bit of marketing, you do something else external, don't you? I forgot what the company is called.
Yeah, it's RMP, Enterprise. So we do like different PR perspectives on and representation for different brands coming to university.
So did that come from getting involved in marketing from Enactus, or was that external and you were taking that media route and exploring? Like, where did that come from?
I think Enactus what gave me was the confidence to go into that route, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And also because on the application I talked a lot of my role of my role in Envirogreen.
Okay.
So I also think that really did help.
Wow.
Like seeing that I already had those connections within the university.
Yeah.
And even in that marketing side and that representation side, because when I did we did a collaboration with Wells Fargo, for example, a bank from America.
Yeah.
The people then who I presented it to a lot were from Enactus, and from that environment I created around it.
Wow.
So I think that's the amazing thing about Enactus. It's just not the thing itself, it's also the community around it you build.
The network, where you can go. Yeah,
and it works for the future too, because now that you know that I'm, for example, going back to Colombia, but like I'm still friends with you and the other people, and you know, so I think that's also a great
so
thing.
we did a radio show, didn't we? And tell me about that, because there was something that you said to me that really, I haven't forgotten, you know, about your future. And you know, when we were having that conversation, I don't know if we were in the studio, and you were telling me that you're going back to Colombia because you're changing your course, right?
Correct.
So you won't be studying here at DMU, but why? Like, what are you studying? You know, what made you change your mind? And is that something that you are completely set on? Like the course that you're going to? Because I think it's PR? Is it PR?
I'll tell you.
Yeah, okay.
It's similar to it.
Okay.
It's communications and publicity.
But
it focuses a lot on public relations. So.
Okay, So what kind of made you shift into that kind of career?
I think as I already tapped a little bit on it. Like I had that like idea. I want to go into something with media. But being the marketing lead and doing so, like people reaching out to me, for example, even in the fashion and like campus part of the university, like the
ADH,
like people from even other courses, like professors, and telling, for example, NIAP or other project members of Envirogreen, tell the person from the marketing, like they're doing amazing, and they didn't even have to do anything with us. So I think like for me that was, I believe, like a lot in the universe, I don't know, but it was like a sign, like, you're doing good, and people like are noticing that you're doing good.
It's like you're receiving signs.
For me it was like that. And also the radio show was a major one, because first I mentioned because of Enactus, of course, and having that opportunity taught me, like when you actually do the things, it's when you realize if you like them or not.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, you have to go out there
and do it.
Because what it looks like from the outside is not
at all. Or it might be even better. Right. You never know. So
or it leads to something else. That is another thing that I've noticed. But carry on. So like, so you did the radio show, and it kind of like
it reassured me that I wanted to do things in communications and media, because when I told you, and what you were saying, when I told you, and we were going out of the studio, was like, this just reassured my future even more, that this is what I want to do.
Wow.
Like it felt so comfortable, so like confident in what I was doing, and that I feel like that's very important.
Yeah.
And we're doing like, do you feel
good
in it?
Yeah.
Like, do you like it?
Yeah,
And
you
like
feel like you can do it. You have the
mhm.
competency and the experience to
Mhm.
kind of like lead that forward, right?
And even if you don't, you know you can like train to get
Yeah,
it, but you want to. It's like, I
yeah.
want to get better at
Yeah,
this. I want
yeah.
to really do.
That's such
And
good
so-
energy.
So I really like that, and the thing like for me going back was also in terms of that knowing now what I really want.
Yeah.
It was really hard for me to imagine myself staying in something so broad when I already have a picture in my mind what I really want to do.
Yeah.
So I was like, why not just do it? You know?
Yeah.
Like, why wait 3 or 4 years
Yeah.
if I can get into it right now? So that was also a key play part in that.
Yeah, and it's so important to, once you've realised that, to pursue that. Because for me, I did a degree beforehand and I didn't like it, but I didn't switch. And now I feel like I wish I was brave enough to really pursue what you've done, and I think it's so amazing. Because imagine what your future's going to be like, and it's only just got better, like you said, with the feedback and everything. That's amazing. And you know when you're doing well, when it starts coming in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I was so inspired by you, and this is why I wanted to have this conversation with you, because I think it's amazing, and I think it's important for people to hear, you know, that it's possible, it's doable, there's nothing wrong with doing that either. And you know, like, even though you're an international student, you know, that doesn't mean anything. You've built networks, connections, you know, you've had an experience. We'll be friends for life.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I really do.
I want to come to Colombia.
Yeah, you're very invited. Yeah.
Oh
you're
my
very
gosh.
welcome.
Yeah, no. So thank you so much for coming and speaking.
Thank
Would
for
you
having me.
give any advice to anybody that is, you know, studying, questioning their degree, or you know, helping them find their passion? What would you say?
I would say don't stress so much, because at the end of the day, even like for your example, right? You said that you did a degree first, which you didn't like, but then you changed.
Yeah.
Like, so my advice would be not to be so hard on yourself. Like, okay, did that, but what am I gonna do about it now? So you decide, okay, did that, but a lot of people would say in that, like the thing you did before, forever.
Yes.
Like the fact that you changed even when you finished is already a really great thing.
Yeah.
So I would say that to people. It's like, don't be hard on yourself, because we're all trying to figure it out somehow.
And what about, sorry, this is just, you just sparked a question, the concept of change. How did you feel before and after and during kind of like it? Because for me, it was so scary to take that change.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's stigma, I don't know whether it's culture, like our Asian community, or like, you know, parental influence, that you have to stay in that kind of like industry, you know, don't change, or
To be failure.
yeah, or the risk is so high of getting a job, you know, like if you're in a profession where you're guaranteed a job at the end of it, now you're changing into something where you could take it anywhere, you know, like, how did you feel doing that change?
Well, personally for me it was really hard, if I'm being honest, like really, really hard. I've never felt like that type of pressure.
Okay.
And that's why I also was saying, like, don't be so hard on yourself, because sometimes like those outside factors, as you said, family, like culturally, can be very hard.
Yeah.
So I would say, like, at least you yourself be your like own, like, root for yourself, right? That's what I would say that.
Yeah.
But it was really hard. I would say that's why Enactus helped me so much, because even in those hard moments, I had like that, like, real life proof
Yeah.
that I was going in the right direction. You know what I mean? Like, even having like that, feeling like that, but having the evidence that I was enjoying, like, and things were working out, and maybe my parents weren't the happiest with what I was doing, but I was.
Yeah.
At the end, like, help them support me too. You know.
Okay, because they realize and they saw you happy. And
when they see
working
the
for you.
evidence, you know.
Yeah, parents need that, don't they? They need
A
that
lot.
confirmation.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
for example, if you go into for the creative side, a lot of parents are like, oh
So
no.
risky, yeah.
And when they see like their kids or the children like actually being successful, they're like, oh, maybe this is not so horrible.
Yeah.
So for me, this was like a key team player, like Enactus, in showing my parents and having those opportunities to tell them, oh, but look, I'm being in this radio show and it's doing good.
Yeah.
Or
Your marketing.
Yeah, that marketing, like the evidence, you know,
Yeah.
that really helped me.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's amazing.
Thank
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for
so
having me.
much for sharing that, Miguel. That's been
You're
amazing.
welcome.
Okay, well, thank you. That's it.